Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Carrie Smoot from the Village Spa.
And I'm Kevin Libby with WHHI-TV.
And today we are here at Old South Golf Links, and we are, don't know what hole we're in front of, but we're right by the clubhouse.
Pretty.
Our first guest today is Mr. Larry Hughes. He's here with Buckwalter to tell us about all the developments going on out with Carrie and Buckwalter Place and all that stuff.
We'll also be joined by Dr. John Salazar. He's from the University of South Carolina at Beaufort, and he's working on rebranding Bluffton.
Which is very interesting. It's a very eclectic little dynamic going on over there. And then we have Miss Susan Eisen. She is here with the Greater Bluffton Chamber of Commerce, and she's going to tell us about their events coming up, which is the Boiled Peanut event, which is going to be fun. And then they have a business expo that's coming up. So make sure that you stay tuned for more 843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where Bluffton comes to speak.
843 TV, where the Greater Bluffton Chamber comes to speak.
843 TV, where Buckwalter Place comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We are here now with Mr. Larry Hughes, the Quality of Life Agent at Buckwalter Place. Thank you for being with us again.
A pleasure to be here.
So what makes Buckwalter Place different from other developments?
I think the key is the fact that this is considered by the developers and the Buckwalter Place team a knowledge-based development. It's a mixed-use development. Yes, it has a Publix shopping center, which is very successful. It has an entertainment component, Station 300. It has some other things mixed into the development, but right from the get-go, their vision and their dream was to do a development that would be knowledge-based, that would be a all-in-one live, learn, work, play development. And I think that's what separates them from the rest of the developments in the region.
So what is the difference between 5 years ago and now?
5 years ago, let's go back even before that, that whole Buckwalter tract was a huge swath of pine trees. Nothing was there. And then about 5 years ago, out of that and out of a clearing rose the employee-owned Publix shopping center. That was the first thing to emerge in Buckwalter Place. And the whole juncture confluence of Buckwalter Parkway and Bluffton Parkway was still basically, you couldn't see what was there because of the pine trees. Today there's a cutting-edge law enforcement center for the town of Bluffton. There are two corporate buildings for Carrie National, a healthcare management company. We have the wonderful Station 300 Entertainment Center, which is utilized almost 24 hours a day for those that like video games and bowling. So it's come a long way from the piney trees of 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Larry, what do you see for the May River Technology Park in Bluffton, in the Buckwalter Place?
The Technology Park is what really separates Buckwalter Place from the others. This is a Town of Bluffton initiative. And within that technology park, we have two major components at the present time. One is the aforementioned Carrie National, which is really at the leading edge of healthcare specialty benefits management, cloud technology. It is, in fact, one of the great hidden secrets of the town of Bluffton. It is a billion-dollar corporation. People talk about Gulfstream and BMW and Boeing, but right here in the town of Bluffton, we have a corporation which is a leader in the healthcare industry. Along with that, they were kind enough to give 1,600 feet of Class A space to the formation of the Don Ryan Center for Innovation, which is a technology incubator which is supported by the town of Bluffton in a public-private partnership with Clemson University. So we've got strategic partnerships going. We have cutting-edge technology represented, and out of that we think are going to come additional technologies that will be attracted because of those two leaders.
Yeah, I mean, Buckwalter, as we know, is a mixed-use development. There's a lot of different opportunities there. How does it fit in this region?
I think if you look at the leadership on the Buckwalter Place team, they have tried right from the beginning to develop strategic partnerships with all of the other partners within the region. And they tend to think of the region as not just Beaufort County, but contiguous counties as well as across the river in Savannah, Chatham, and Effingham County, and things that are happening over there with the Creative Coast and the Savannah Economic Development Authority. So they try to consider themselves as leaders, part of a regional entity which goes beyond the probably average citizens or average developers thinking in terms of what you have to do to be able to create and extend a vision in economic development. And it's all about the economic vitality and diversity of the region. It's not just about any one entity or any one developer doing it. It's everybody joining hands and working together. It really, when you talk about that kind of an economic development philosophy, you have to have leadership, you have to have strategy, you have to have institutional capacity. That's your educational facilities, that's your research universities, that's your teaching colleges, that's your basic 1 through 12 educational system, that's your workforce development. And then you have to be able to add financing infrastructure. So all the banks and financial institutions within the region play a critical part in that partnership. And last but not least, as I was talking yesterday with a new incoming superintendent of schools, you have to have an educational philosophy which is coherent and supportive of those elements that help create a vibrant workforce for those people that are working and have brought their companies to settle within the county or the region.
So what lies ahead for Buckwalter?
Somebody said, what is a quality of life agent? That's kind of a made-up name that Tom Zinn and Matt Green and I came up with a number of years ago when I was asking how I could be of assistance to them. And one of the most important aspects of Buckwalter Place is the fact that if you're going to have something which is going to have elements where you can live, learn, work, and play, then you have to have something which extends the quality of life. So one of the things that I've done is I've helped bring every Tuesday farmers market to Buckwalter Place. Eventually, when we have a housing component in Buckwalter Place, people will be able to walk over and get their fresh fruits and vegetables. We have the entertainment complex. We hope to extend that and see additional entertainment aspects as part of Buckwalter Place. So I'm always looking for opportunities, whether it's community events or whether it's artistic endeavors, to create and extend a quality of life aspect of Buckwalter Place. And I think they may be the only ones in the area that even give much thought to that aspect of it. So that's what they are, and that's what I do.
Well, it's growing, and there's always things popping up, and I think it's a place that everybody can utilize because you have to go to the grocery store. Now there's new gas stations and fast food and
someday folks living there will be able to get in their golf cart and get some lifetime learning, go bowl, maybe play a round of golf, stop at a quality restaurant, whatever. That's what it's all about.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being with us, and make sure that you come back for more 843 TV.